What's going on YouTube? Brad Vapes here, back for another video. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing the same shirt as what I was wearing in the last video, that's because I recorded these videos together on the same day. It's not the only shirt that I've got. But yeah, today we're going to be checking out something a bit strange. It's called the MFT, which is, it stands for Mixed Flavour Tank. And this is a bit of a weird one. Not had something like this before, and it looks a bit like that. It's two tanks on one sort of dual tank holder. Like, it's got one 510 which splits off into two 510s, and it's got two sort of clearomizers, two really thin clearomizers that look about 10mm, and this weird rubber mouthpiece, which it's a bit strange looking, but you'll see that in the close-ups. So yeah, rather than standing here and talking about it, we'll go straight to the close-ups and I'll show you all of its glory, and I'll show you how to fill it. I'll fill it up. I've not really got two liquids that I think will go nice together, but I guess I'll just whack two fruity liquids in there, see what happens, and then we'll give it a vape, and then I'll tell you what I think about it. So yeah, we'll go to the close-ups. If you are curious about it, I'm going to be using this on a Cigarine Tank Crossing box mod, just because it's the only thing which I can get to put it on, which doesn't make it look absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, we'll go to the close-ups now. Okay, so this is the MFT Mixed Flavour Tank box, and on this side you're going to be able to see that it does have a series of colours, which none have been selected. I don't know why they'd be an option. And also on this side it's got different battery size options, which I don't quite understand, because this doesn't come with a battery. There's not really any flavour choices. There's not any colour choices, because it's all just stainless steel, so I'm not really sure what that's all about. Maybe they relabel the front of this box depending on what product they want to sell, just to, I don't know, make it easier for the company. But yeah, so that's that. So you open this up just by grabbing the bottom and just pulling it open. And in here you are presented with a leaflet, which is just going to talk you through how to fill it and how to use it and all that jazz. Nothing really very detailed, just quite simple stuff. So yeah, inside the box you are going to see it comes with a drip tip, two of the atomizers, and it also comes with the adapter, which allows you to put these two atomizers together into one 510. So all you got to do that is you just take this adapter, and you're going to be able to see that in this section here there are two 510 slots where you can basically screw your atomizers down. But since these are quite close, you are limited to the atomizers that you can use with this. The website does state that you can use it with CE4s, E-Smart atomizers, or T4 atomizers, but I'm sure there are a lot more that you can use. But the ones that we've been given are CE4, I think they're called CE4 plus V2. I think that's what they've been labelled as. And all you got to do is just get your atomizer out of here. You simply screw them into these holes, one into one, and obviously one into the other. But what I don't quite understand is what are these extra two holes, because they don't serve any purpose. And if I take this out, you're going to see that they aren't even the same size, so it's not for symmetry purposes. So the only other reason that I can think they would include them for is maybe make it a bit lighter, because it is one big solid chunk of metal. So maybe that's the purpose, but other than that I'm not quite sure. But once you screw these down, you can get the included drip tip, which is the craziest looking thing. You're going to see that in the bottom there's two holes. In this end you've got a very small mouth hole, and it's a weird shape, and all you do is squeeze it onto the end of here. But as you watch, when I squeeze it down, you're going to see the tanks move. They slowly get pushed apart, and to me that looks a little bit risky. I feel like I'm going to snap the 510 threads or something. I don't feel like that's very good that it bends in that way, but obviously that's just the way it's been built, that's the way it is, so there's nothing I can do about that. But maybe they should try changing the shape of this mouthpiece, making it a bit more compatible, making it a little bit less tight maybe inside. But the size of this is 105mm long. I think that's including the drip tip, it says on the website. 25mm in diameter. That's around this section here, because that's at its widest point, which means it's not going to sit flush on any of your 22mm mods. And it is 51.2 grams, and I'm honestly not sure if that is light but it seems pretty heavy to me for a atomizer, or for two atomizers of this size. But that's obviously just because of this big hunk of metal, which makes me think maybe that is to reduce weight. And to show you this connector close up, you are going to see there are a lot of dings in it, and I have not used this once. I've only taken it out of the box once to look at it, so them dings couldn't be off me. And it's also quite scuffed around the top, so I mean, that's a little bit worrying. And there is something hanging out of that tank. I don't know what that is. That's been there the whole time, so I'm thinking that might be just like a little bit of plastic or something. Ah, there. I think it's actually a scuff on the metal. That's not seeming to want to come off. But yeah, so I'm going to fill these up. I've already filled one of them up a tiny bit, because I'm not filling them up all the way, because I'm not going to be vaping these after this video, unless they're absolutely amazing, and maybe I'm absolutely flabbergasted with the flavour. But to fill them up, it's very simple. You just get your atomizer, take off this drip tip by unscrewing it anti-clockwise, as always, and then you get your e-liquid of choice. In one of the compartments I have put a little bit of mist e-liquid watermelon, and in the other compartment I am going to use some strawberry by Misty Liquid as well. And all you do is get your drip tip. You don't want to put it down this hole here, because that will just either come up into your mouth or make the coil gurgle, which is not what you want. But what you want to do is you just want to put your drip tip down the side, down to this section here. You just give it a couple of squeezes until it's filled up as much as you want it to be filled up. But as I've said, I'm not going to fill it up too much. I'm just going to give it a little bit of e-liquid. And then once you've done that, you just grab your drip tip, put it back into this hole, screw it down, and then you can grab your adapter base, which is, again, I can't get over this, I think it's crazy looking. You screw it down onto here, and then put your drip tip on. Again, like I said, watch that bend. Whew. That is not good looking. And I haven't mentioned this, but the individual tanks do hold 1.3 ml of e-liquid, and then obviously combined they hold 2.6. But I don't know if it'll last twice as long by using both, because I'm not sure if they both get used up at the same rate, or maybe they share the voltage. I think that's how it is. I think that's how it works basically. But I haven't used them before, so I'm not going to promise you guys that. And yeah. So that's everything it includes. So this is the mixed flavour tank, and I am going to be using this on my my tank crossing box mod. Not because the resistance is very low, but I will quickly measure the resistance before we go to the next section of the video, and I'll tell you what the resistance is. But yeah, so we'll go to the next part of the video, and we'll see how it vapes. Okay, so this is the MFT, which is €11.59, and that comes to £8.68, but it is on sale at the moment, so the price will vary depending on when you watch this video. But yeah, we'll give us a go, see how it vapes. I've got it on my green tank crossing box mod. Like I said before, not for safety because the resistance isn't that low. I'll put in the description or on screen right now what the resistance came out at. And yeah, we'll give it a vape, and I have got watermelon in one tank, strawberry in the other, and we'll see how it performs. And it's very weird to hold because you've got to put the drip tip in your mouth the right way, but it's kind of crooked to the box mod. It's sort of centered, but not perfectly. But yeah, so you see how it vapes. I've kind of got a vape like this, but okay. Anyways, yeah, we'll try it. As you can see, the Vape Productions, it's not excellent. Obviously these are just C4 clearamizers, and as I mentioned in the video which I've just put out on the X Cube, I said that I was never going to review a C4 or a CE clearamizer or an iClear 16 or anything like that ever again, and that's what I'm doing right now. But I thought this one might be interesting. The vapor might double, the flavour might double, but this definitely isn't the case. All I'm getting is watermelon. I'm getting none of the strawberry. Well, afterwards I'm getting a little bit of strawberry, but it just performs like a a regular single C4 clear sorry, except it's just a bit bigger, holds a bit more liquid, it's a bit less comfortable to use, the draw's as tight as ever, the flavour is as weak as ever. I'm really not getting much flavour from this, especially since it's all about the flavour. It's called a mixed Flavour Tank, and I'm getting no flavour, never mind flavour to mix. But I mean, I'll have another vape. Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just needs to be broken in. The vapor does pick up a little bit the more you use it, and I am sorry my camera's gone very dark. The vapor does pick up a little bit the more you use it, but even then the flavour is quite muted, but that's just what I've come to expect from CE or iClear 16 clearomisers. But I mean, if you've got an extra £8 and you just want to try something funky, then go for it. But is this practical? No. Does it look good? No. Does it taste good? No. Does it make a lot of vapour? Yeah, no. It just, it's one of them things. It's quite gimmicky. It's just trying to do something different, and I personally don't think it's worked out, and that's just the way it is. Maybe if it had 2 better clearomisers on there with better airflow and better coils, maybe even 2 really small rebuildable coils, that would be good. Cotton. If it had a better looking drip tip, if it wasn't rubber, if the drip, maybe the drip tip's cutting off the airflow, so I'll take that off. I'll try using it like this, see how this performs, and if the airflow is better, then you know. But I'm guessing it won't be. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit better. The airflow's a tiny bit better, but somehow I'm definitely getting a bit more strawberry from that. And with that gap in the middle, I'll probably be able to even get away with like some what's it called, when they do lung inhales, but they like leave a little gap in their mouth so they can get more air in. I'll try and do that and see what happens. So you can see there, I just got a regular amount of vapour like you would get from like a normal tank, except for that really hurt. The silica wicks just make my throat hurt, so that was just very uncomfortable. Would not recommend doing that. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend buying this. Quite frankly, it's just, you know, each to their own. Someone out there might absolutely love this, but personally it's just not my thing. I did expect more from this because it is C4 clearomisers, but I thought, you know what, there's 2, there'll be twice the vapour. There's 2, there'll be twice the flavour, but there'll be 2 flavours, so that'll be interesting. But it hasn't lived up to its expectations, which is unfortunate. But still, thank you to esig-vapor.com for sending this out, because it was definitely an interesting one to have a look at. I'm still kind of amazed at just the idea of it. I think the idea, it's a great idea. It just could have been executed better. But that's just my opinion. So if you want to try out this product, do go to their website. The link will be down in the description below to their website and to the product. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you want to like it, if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Leave a comment if you have it and disagree, or if you've got something to say about it, or if I missed something out, or if you want to know anything, or if you just want to have a general natter. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.